How y'all doing? Welcome back. This is hypothetically speaking. Um, First of all, thank Miss Langdale for her input. That was very interesting and intriguing. Said a lot of real things, a lot of real stuff that we could learn from. Now we got Mr. Bentley. And we're gonna run Mr. Bentley. What's your first of all, what's your main goal? What's your focus as what is your main objective? Is it the increased finances or
yeah.
what?
So my main objective would be to change the psychology. Don't worry, it's not COVID-19. My main objective would be to change the perspective of businesses um, versus employees. I think we got to get more people doing business, focus on what a business is. That has to be major. That would be my main thing. Hey, be a business owner over an employee, and yeah, because there's so many, especially with taxes, especially with the mindset. It's your spending is different when you're a business owner versus you just an employee. Everything changes, man. When you think like a business owner, everything changes. So that's gonna be my main thing. To think of uh, business totally different than what we think of it as right now. That's gonna be my main goal.
Okay. Hold on 1 second, sir. Yo, what's going on? My bad. We got Mr. Jarvis is finna join in just a second. Had a little technical difficulties. Let me shoot him a message real quick. Yeah, we had a little technical difficulties. Mr. Jarvis Williams will be joining us in just a second. I didn't mean to cut you off, Mr. Bentley, but I wanted to make sure we got him. Make sure he got a chance to get in there.
All right, but he's in there. But that's my main objective, man.
Okay, cool.
As a leader, that's my main objective would be to do that. Focus on business more than just being an employee. You think different when you're a business owner, man. You think different when you're either a business owner or an entrepreneur that's just investing in the company. You think differently about money when you do that instead of just going to work 9 to 5 and get my check. Is the way you think about money way different. You think about when you spend money, it's different. Because as a business owner, you have to put those expenses on something. Whereas when you're just an employee, you ain't got to worry about as much saying, hey, this is what I spent on that, this is what I spent on that. Because the bottom line is, hey, I just got to go to work more. Whereas a business owner,
you got to worry about payroll. You have to worry about insurance. You have to worry about what else you got? Security. You got to worry about equipment. Trust me, I know. I know.
That's my biggest thing, period, man. I believe that you gotta change not philosophy. You gotta change the perspective that people have of business, and it has to be an emphasis on that. It can't be like, well, we don't want everybody to do it. Of course, I'm not saying everybody has to be a business owner, but it has to be major exposure to the benefits of that, because I believe a section of America is learning that. And once they learn that, bro, they're getting ahead a lot faster. Because while they're learning this business part, they're also learning financial terms. Those financial terms go into personal stuff too, though. You know what I'm saying? Some of that literature you learn in business goes into personal finances also. So it's hand in hand. That's what I'm saying. It has to be a focus on that. And that's going to, if I ever get into politics, which I sincerely doubt it, but this is hypothetically speaking, of course I'll say, okay, cool.
No, bro, come on back to the city, man. Come on back to the city and run.
I don't think I can do it, because the thing is there are limitations currently, and it actually goes into my five reasons.
Yeah, I think we touched based on that last week about you're in office, you're limited.
So
the time.
Is, I know you're going to supposed to have somebody else, but I'm gonna just go ahead and run through mine super quick. So, the first thing that if I was a politician, the first thing I'm changing is term limits. All right, term limits for Congress people. It's going to be a maximum of three terms, 4 years each term. So kind of like the president, just one more. So 12 years, 4 years at a time, bro. Because I looked at this. I saw this meme on Instagram, bro. It said Senator Mitch McConnell. All right, he's the Republican majority leader. All right, 77 years old, 34 years in office. Bro, Senator Chuck Schumer, right? He's on the Democratic side, bro. All right, he's a minority leader. He's the person that the top person in the Democratic Party. 68 years old, 38 years in office. If you don't think, and it's multiple people though. That's my first thing. Multiple people. So if you don't, you got to get. And the people say, well, that means he's got experience. What he has experience in doing is leading the conversation. That means the same people been leading the conversation for 3 decades.
Yeah, and it's. I don't know if you ever talked to like your grandma, or I ain't gonna say my mama because I don't want to get slapped. But you ever talk to an older person, and they still stuck in when they grew up, the world that they live in. It's
never gonna change, bro. It's never gonna change. Understand? I'm not saying that these people are not intelligent. I'm not saying they don't have good ideas, bro. But I'm saying it can't be the same people leading the conversation. They might be able to get some insight, but not leading it. That's my first one.
Okay, cool. We got Mr. Jarvis Williams joining in. What's going on, Mr. Jarvis? It says he's waiting to connect the audio. Give me just a second to get in.
Sweet.
Let me ask him to unmute real quick. What's going on, Jarvis? I can't hear you. What's going on, Jarvis? I can't hear you. Y'all can still hear me though, right?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. Give me just a second to get situated.
Yeah, bro. I think they gotta fix the term limits. That's my main thing, period. If you don't fix that, everything else is gonna be difficult. Everything else is gonna be difficult.
While we're waiting on Jarvis to get situated, let me ask you a quick question. What you think about a 6-year term? So that way, 40 years you can focus, 2 of the years you can focus on getting reelected, or a year and a half focus on getting reelected. What you think about that?
You said a 6-year term?
Yeah.
I mean, I think so. To me,
no, I'm not saying just one 6-year term. I'm saying as opposed to we having some more problems with Mr. Jarvis. He'll be back, I hope.
4 years is enough time.
What I'm saying is like we talked about last week. You spend most of your time out of your 4 years. You spend 2 years campaigning. So if you make it a 6-year term, you can focus on business for 4 to 5 years, and then you spend that 1 year campaigning, and then
the only danger with that, though, which is that's a good idea though. The only danger though is you leave somebody in office too long, then you don't have the people are forced to live with that decision. So it's like you said 4 years is enough.
But you said, I guess it's kind of the same though. Like if you said 12 years, right?
Yeah. So no, I'm saying like you mean like I'm talking about 4 years at a time. So after the 4 years up, somebody got to vote for you again.
That's why I said do 6 years, and then you do 2 6-year terms.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah. Actually, they're no different. Yeah.
What's going on, Mr. Jarvis?
Yeah.
I know y'all can hear me now.
Yeah. What's going on, man? How you doing?
Yeah, I had to switch to my phone.
It's all right.
I bought this HP computer, and it's better than this Chrome computer. I bought an HP computer, and it ain't what I thought it was gonna be. What's up, man?
What's going on? Long time no see, man.
What's happening?
What's up? What y'all doing? What y'all talking about, actually?
We were starting Mr. Bentley's 5 topics, but since you're here, first of all,
did nobody else come in here?
Oh no, they already left. We invite them in, and as they get through with their 5 topics, we let them out.
Oh, shoot. All right. Let's be quick then.
I see your shirt you have on there, sir. You wanna speak on your shirt?
This Hosanna shirt. That's all. Yeah. Right here. I just wear my own shirts because I don't want to pay for nobody else stuff. That's all.
There you go.
So you wanna break down to us what's your company, about your company real quick?
Yeah, we like the next. We ready next. Been ready next for a minute. We do all the business stuff for everybody. The IT needs. That's what we do here, everywhere. So now we do in-home services. Get your subscription. It's only $9 a month.
$9 a month.
$9.99.
$9.99.
Spend that on a Big Mac.
Okay, cool. All right, that's what's up. You want to give us a website? You got a website?
Yeah, I'll put it on Facebook. All you gotta do is go to Facebook and look at it. Go to Hosanna IT Enterprises page. Check us out.
All right, y'all heard the man. Go to his Facebook, check out his page. All right, so we're gonna jump in.
Yeah, because I ain't really coming here to plug stuff. Like you do, I spend money on marketing. So you know what I'm saying? I ain't really
understand. You're trying to show everybody love. That's all.
I understand.
All right, cool. So, if you were running for office or a leader, what would be your 5 topics? What would be your 5 major points that you would try to reach or attack?
All you gotta do is, let me think. I'm trying to think of the best way to say this. Only thing you really got to do is clean the corruption out of the system. That's it. That's the only thing you have to do if you came in office. And everything else will take care of itself, because then you can have people that want to go and change stuff in the communities and stuff in the places to make the necessary policies to make the changes. So with the corruption, it's a big loop, the money just flowing into a big old loop. That's all.
So how do you attack that? How do you attack the corruption? With, just say we're gonna start on level 10. If corruption is on a level 10, how do you slowly take out the corruption to down to a 1? How do you do that? Go ahead.
You have to start at the local level. You have to replace it. Like, you have to find people that really want to change. That's it. The people that's there now, right now, that's in Congress is corrupted, right? There's a big corruption. You can tell. Like, everything, even the stuff they put into these CARES Act bills and stuff, like, they're giving $25 million to the Kennedy Center, but that's a kickback for some people on the Democrat Party. Trump giving his homeboys stuff on the other side on the airlines and stuff like that. It's just kickback. So it's corrupted. So therefore, the money doesn't really trickle down. It just stops at a certain point.
Okay.
Right.
Understandable.
Exactly, bro. Yeah.
So, so that's that. You put all your 5 into one topic.
Yeah, because right now people want to switch to socialism, but it doesn't matter if you change the system. If the same people are still in the same spots in the system, they move to a different spot in the new system, but you got the same corruption. It's like the same thing as having dirty dishes, and you move it from one part of the sink to the other part of the sink, and now you're saying the dish is clean, but it's still the same thing. The kitchen's still dirty.
Right.
Very accurate. Very, very accurate. So, to get this started on a local level, what do we need to do? What do you think that we need to do on a local level? Just say we're gonna take us 3 people right here. What do me, you, and Marcus need to do as of right now to say, okay, let's go make a change tomorrow? What do we need to do?
Just get out and work in the communities. I do it all the time. I hire black people. Well, I don't just hire black people. I hire anybody who just wants an opportunity, like, to move from one career to the next, because technically this is the most growing field is tech. So people need to change careers away from the service field and get into a more tangible career right now. So that's really kind of what I do here, is provide people with a bridge. And from there, we bridge to other manufacturers. Like, you got Cisco, so we send people to Cisco. You got people can go to Fortinet, they go to Fortinet, and you learn different skills. Like, sometimes people leave, they go to Verizon, they go to other companies too. So, you know, just to change the scenery. But it bridges that gap, of the skill gap that's big right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I agree with that. Yeah.
Let me write. Hey, look, Mark was talking about earlier about writing that down. I need to write that down.
Oh no, I always do that, bro. Anytime you're talking to anybody, like,
but yeah. Okay, so bridging the gap, getting in the community.
Yeah, you guys tackle, like, y'all probably want to change schools, but the problem with schools is you go to school for 13 years or probably longer than that. What, 18, 17 years really? Kind of. I don't know if you count pre-K or not, but say you're in school for 18 years, right? You leave school with no skill, no trade, but you need a trade. If you have a trade, that's something you can always fall back on. That's why I tell guys that come here, no matter what nobody tell them, you have a skill. And if you have a skill, you can always use your skill. It doesn't matter. You can have the most degrees in the world, but if you don't have a skill, you that all that stuff is in vain. So that's one of the
Right.
things they're missing in the school systems right now is they don't give people a skill. Like
They teach you how to be
just
an
leave
employee.
school.
Yeah, they teach you how
What
to.
is everybody's not meant to be a business owner. Everybody can't be an entrepreneur. That's not it's not feasible, it's not possible. A lot of these people are launching companies right now and it's like they don't have good business models, they don't have a plan. They're just launching it and then you're hustling. You're going from thing to thing. Okay, you selling a shirt. And next thing you know, now you selling bracelets. Well, which one is it? You have to invest into one of them and build that up, then you can branch out into something else. Right? We started here, started doing just regular business stuff, but now we enter into the in-home service side. So now we do video doorbells, TVs, all that stuff, and we start off on business side. So then you could take the capital from that one side and invest it into what you're really trying to do instead of just hustling. You're always going from point to point, point to point. You don't never get anywhere because you don't plot a straight line. You're just jumping around trying to get to different spots. So you never really make any money like that, and you're always wasting your time. Like people ask me how I'm so active on the internet because I ain't got nothing to do. Like my company runs itself, honestly. Like
Cool, cool, cool. All right. So you heard it. He said you have to change people in power. Start on the local level.
yeah,
Bridge
but I
gaps.
don't know. I don't understand. Like people get all up in the Republicans and Democrats are the same thing. So I don't understand why people get worked up about this. They all do the
Fact.
same thing. They don't change anything.
Exactly.
Each president has given every president more power that come in behind him. It's the same person. They do the same stuff. So it's like I don't understand why people get mad. Like they like vote, but it's like whatever. You know what I'm saying? So people want to go say, hey, give Biden a go, but it's like it's just you putting the same person in there just nicer. That's all you're doing. That's it.
Yep. It's kind of similar. Before you came on, Bentley was saying about the people behind the president, behind the government. They've been in the office 30 years, 35 years. So
Yeah,
what's
but
gonna
that's the
change?
corruption. That's the corruption. That's it. You have to weed that out. He
Both
ran on
sides
that.
though.
He ran on
They've been
that.
in there for like, yeah, he did though. He did say something about term limits, and it was like,
He ran on.
well,
That's what
some,
he was talking about draining the swamp. That's what he meant. He was talking about
yeah,
cleaning out the bureaucracy, but it's embedded. So you have to I don't you can't swap the system. You swap the system, you just still just bringing the same stuff over. I really don't know how you would be able to clean it out really. Like there's no real way to clean it out. It'll take time, but you have to clean it out. That's the only
bro,
way anything
the
will actually
majority.
change.
But before you came out, the majority leader right now, which is Republican, in the Senate, he's been there for 34 years. The Democratic guy, in the minority, he's been in there for 38 years. All of
Yeah.
them almost 70 years old. That's what I'm saying, bro. I don't even. So I agree with that. Though. I know it sounds pessimistic, but at the same time, it's realistic too. In that I don't even know how you start anything unless you do that. That's literally my number one. How you got to get rid of that. And until you get rid of that, I don't even see how anything else can grow unless you become selfish enough to say, hey, listen, I'm gonna just work on my 5 people in my family, and we gonna make sure we good. Because it's trying to do it as a whole, it's almost impossible. It's almost
Not
impossible.
really. You just gotta get people have to change their mindsets. People mindsets and this stuff. That's the problem.
Yeah.
That's the real problem. But most people just got to reality. Like now people are coming to reality. Their bubbles got popped. So now they're coming into reality. Like for people like me, I've been living in reality. Like people going on about the militarization of the police, that's been taking place for a long time. I had a podcast 8 years ago talking about the militarization of the police. It's not anything to do with color, it's just the militarization. And it's just worse because it's in lower incomes. That's why black people are being shot more because we tend to be in lower income neighborhoods. But if you take a look and you go look at Europe, they're all the same color, but they have the same exact issue. Because at some point in time when the inequality gets too much, you have the same issue every single time. So
Facts.
that's exactly what's taking place. So the 9/11 bill kind of made it more militarized, and they brought in tanks and all up on the vehicles. And I was like, why they bringing that stuff in? You look at it now, it's like it's gotten worse. So I don't. I guess as you would say, pessimistic about it, because I'm kind of like, I don't know why people in the uproar, because this is America. You act like you
Already
ain't been
happened,
living. Yeah. You act like you just started living in America. Like you've been living in America your whole life. So this stuff has been going on. So I don't know. It was just that we slowed down, that people got time to think about everything or what. But it is what it is at this moment.
Cool.
yeah.
That's dope. That's real dope, man. That is real dope. We appreciate your input. You got any more questions for him, Bentley?
Nah, man. Just other than how we make sure we get just like you, bro. You said Hosanna Enterprises. That's what you said.
Hosanna IT.
Hosanna
It
IT.
used to be Hosanna Enterprise, but somebody took. Yeah, that was a court battle, but nevertheless, they got to keep the name, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Hosanna IT.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, man. We appreciate your input. We hope to have you back one day pretty soon.
Okay.
All right, man. Thank you very much. And we are going to take another small break. Thank you, Mrs. Williams.
All right, man. Y'all have a great day.
You too, man.
Appreciate it, cuz.
All right.